Today in our 2016 Infiniti QX50, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Malone AirFlow2 roof rack system with 50-inch long crossbars. Whether you're trying to make more room inside your Infiniti for passengers and pets, or you have a lot of gear that's too large to fit inside your Infiniti, a roof rack is going to be a good way to free up that space and get your gear on top of your roof. And our Malone AirFlow Roof Rack is going to have a really aerodynamic shape and create a quiet roof rack. It's going to cut down on that wind noise and drag because of the elliptical shape of the bar. The bars themselves are going to be made out of aluminum, so they're going to be nice and lightweight, and they're going to be rust proof. And with the end cap removed, we can see the internal structure of our bar. That H shape is going to help make it more rigid and a lot more structurally sound. And on top of the bar, we're going to have this rubber weather stripping. That's not only going to give us a nice solid point when we mount our accessories on top, it'll give it a nice solid point to connect to, but it's also going to help cut down on that wind noise and drag, and we can actually push down on that rubber strip and put in our favorite T-track accessory. Now that's going to be a lot nicer than the kind where you're going to have to peel the strip up, put your accessory in, cut the strip to length, and then put it back in. We're not going to have to mess with any of that. We simply just push it down, slide our accessory in. Now you can see that our bars are going to stick out past our feet, and that's to make sure that we have the maximum space that we can use across our bar. Now these are going to be 50-inch long bars, and they also come in 58-inch, so they would stick out just a little bit more. But regardless of how long your bars are, they're all going to be 3 inches wide and about an inch tall. The way our bars are going to attach is we're going to have these feet that will wrap around our factory raised side rail, and they are rubber coated, so we don't have to worry about any kind of scratches or abrasions on the paint. And one thing I really like is the fact that Malone has went ahead and included metal lock cores in each one of the feet and keys, so we can make sure that our roof rack is nice and secure and we don't have to worry about anybody tampering with it. Now the unique design is if we take our key and unlock the end cap here, it actually stores our tightening tool, so we don't have to worry about finding a space to put it or potentially losing it. And then whenever we're done, we can simply put it in and lock it up. Our roof rack system is going to have a weight capacity of 165 pounds, but you do always want to double check your Infiniti's owner's manual because you don't want to exceed the manufacturer's weight limit. I think you're really going to like the fact that Malone has included a lot of those high-end features with their roof rack, the aero bar shape, as well as the included lock cores, and the fact that it is so simple to install. Let's actually put one on together. So already have the first bar in place, let's put the second one on together. First thing we're going to want to do is we want to grab the keys from our kit. We'll come to the end cap. We're going to remove the end cap on each one of the legs here. Let's pull it out. We'll also get access to our tool here. We'll take the cap out of the other side. Now we just want to make sure that the legs and the feet are open enough. If they're not open all the way, we're going to come to the end of the end cap. We'll take our included tool. There's going to be a little Allen bolt inside. We'll put our tool in and we're going to loosen that up until we know that the foot can go around the crossbar here. We'll take our bar, and I'm just going to loosely place it over our crossbar for now. And then I'm going to pull all the slack out of my crossbar to one side. And we just need to take a few measurements. I'm going to measure from the center of my front crossbar to the center of my rear crossbar. Now there is no exact measurement you need to go off of, but there is a minimum crossbar spread. So you want to make sure you at least hit that minimum of 27.5. And I'll just round up, and we're going to go right to 28. So we'll measure one side. Then we'll move to the other side and make sure our bars are nice and square. And with the bar in place where we want it to sit, we need to measure for our crossbar overhang. What I like to do is I like to pull all the slack out of one side, pull it to one side. Then I'm going to measure from the end of my foot peg to the end of my bar and take it in half. That way it'll be even on both sides. Then we can take our included tool, we'll come to the Allen bolt, and we're going to start tightening this up just until it gets snug and until it makes contact with the raised rail. Then we'll move to the other side and start snugging that side up, alternating, going back and forth. And then once you have your roof rack nice and snug, we can take our included tool, we'll put it into the very top hole in the end of our foot pack. That way we don't have to worry about losing it. And we can take our key and we can lock up the foot pack. All we have left to do now is put our favorite accessory up here and hit the road. That'll finish up your look at the Malone AirFlow2 Roof Rack system on our 2016 Infiniti QX50.